up, guys? This is ThatOneSiKNinja again, and this time I'm actually going to bring you guys a little tutorial on how I make my backgrounds using Gimp software. And if you guys are wondering if my computer's a Mac, it's not. I just like the Mac background, and I got a dock that looks like the Mac one, but you can see here there's the recycling bin, and here's like the start menu, so it's not a Mac. But the program I use is Gimp, and I'll put a link to a download link for Gimp in the description of this video. But yeah, it's pretty much like a free Photoshop. It's has very slight differences, and this tutorial is just going to be like a very basic one. And first off, you want to open up your template, which I might put a description of the template in the, or a link to the template download in the description. But if I can't find the link, then you can just Google MDC YouTube template and find a download. But to start off by changing like the colors of the background and stuff, you just use this layer and the bucket fill tool. So right here, this thing, that's how you select your colors. And so let's see, I'll just pick orange and black. But you can see here your foreground is your the top one, and the background is the back one, or the bottom, whatever. And you can right here, make sure that you click fill whole section, and you can just click and it'll fill the whole thing. It already has like a little fade. This layer is a fade, so it goes to black. Or you can use the gradient tool and just go over like that. And so you can mess around with that, and you guys can see I'm going like straight lines right here, and that's, yeah, see, if you're like over just a little bit and it's like all not straight, if you just hold control, it'll immediately straighten it out. So yeah, that's always good to know. But right here, because there's already a fade, I'll just make it orange. And then to add some text, you can just click this A button and click and put in your text, whatever. So I'll just put background tutorial, and make sure that over here on your layers section that it's on the top. And if you guys don't have the little layers box, because I've already downloaded and customized it to how I like, but if you just, I think it's this one, yeah, you click here, add tab, and click layers, and it'll open up a box which you can drag to wherever you want. But I like to have my layers separate from my actual toolbox. So if you want to put some text on down the sides right here, then the font that the size that I like to use is around 65, because I've used 70 and it was just a little bit too big. You guys can even use 60, and my screen is 17 inches, so it's 65 works for me because I can see pretty much everything. But if you have a smaller screen, then go 60. And right here is your fonts. I like to use this one, and you can just pick whatever font you want. And I'll put a link to a website where you can download new fonts and stuff. I'll just put a link to that in the description. But so once you have your font, right here's the color of the font. So say I just want black, and it's always good to contrast your colors so that they're easier to see. But so now you want to rotate it so it goes down the side. So this right here is your rotate tool, and so you just click whatever you want to rotate. Angle, if you want to put it down the left side, go -90 degrees, and I'll rotate it to here. If you want to put it down the right side, which I'll show later, you'll want to go +90 degrees. And so now this is your, to move it. You can move it, and make sure that you click right here, move the active layer, and you can go however you like, but I like to use this top right corner, and I line it up with the 500 and the 250, and right there. See, there's the 500, and this arrow just kind of follows my mouse, and then right here the 250. Or another tool you can use is the alignment tool, which you just click whatever you want to align, and you can go first item, like all these different choices, but this will center it up like that way. They're pretty self-explanatory, like the little symbols, but if you want to have it like a certain distance, I think it's 387. I've messed around a lot, so on the left side it's negative, but I've messed around a lot, so I already have them like memorized. Oops, right? No? Huh. Which one was this? There's one that was... Okay, that's what it is. Positive 387 in the little left, and that'll kind of line it up right with the 500. Or... Never mind. It doesn't line it up with the 500. No, that was after I put some effects, but whatever. You guys can just mess around with that a lot. And so here, I'll try to find it for you guys real quick. Alright, so it looks like 397 will align it right with the 500. And this, I just center it up now. I used to go to 250, but whatever. So now say you want to put some more text on the right, and say subscribe. So once again, choose your size, the font, and everything. Change the color. I like to have my backgrounds very symmetrical and identical on either side. But now you want to rotate it just like you did the other side. And when you're going on the right side, like I said before, you want to put it around 90 degrees. Now I'm just going to align it same as I did before, but this time it's going to be negative because it's on the other side. And there, that should. And then right here, this, well, whoops. You can see pretty much what you have right here. And if you want to put anything across the top, a good font size is 15. So that's like just a very, very basic background. And in my next like little tutorial, I'll show you guys how to like mess with text effects and maybe some patterns and everything. But if you guys like this tutorial, then please like the video, comment, and subscribe. And thank you for watching. Oh, and also, sorry, I forgot to mention this. When you go to save it, I like to save mine in, I have two separate files. Gimp backgrounds is my file where I can go back and edit stuff, and then the YouTube is actual ones that are completely done. So I always save in both. So I'll just put tutorial, and when you save in Gimp, it's going to be an XCF file. That's the file that Gimp uses. So I already have one. Whatever. I'll just replace it. And then I save it again when it's actually all done. And this one, you're just going to save it as a normal JPEG. And to save, and it'll ask you, sorry, to export it. So you want to export it, and this thing, if you put like a lot of effects, like in my future videos, you'll only want to go to around 90, but because this one's very, very basic and there's no effects, you can go to 95. And I never like to use 100 because sometimes you'll end up having too big of a file to actually use as a YouTube background, because I think you're only allowed to have like, you're only allowed a certain amount of like size file. And you just save it, this little thing will export it, you can close whatever. And so that's pretty much the very basic thing. And like I said a little bit ago, if you like the video, just like it, comment, and subscribe for more videos and my next tutorial. Thank you.